Hello, welcome to Mind Your Matters. Today we are going to go through my kids' Easter baskets. Oh yes, it's going to be so much fun. And I have a couple tips and tricks that I've learned throughout the years and learned this year, always learning about some things that I can do to help out with the Easter baskets, to make them thrifty, to make them useful, to make them just not full of just candy, and just how to have variety and all these things. So I hope that you can stick along with me and learn a couple tips and tricks as we go through my kids' Easter baskets. So let's get to it. So the first thing here that I haven't mentioned yet in this video is I am a mom to 4 kids, 3 of which are boys and 1 girl. Yes, one rose among the thorns. Anyway, I have to do a lot of planning and I can't just do one gender or what have you. And my children are also younger in age. They are 8, 6, 4, and 2. So I do have some kids that are pretty aware of things, pretty aware of if they got more or less. And now we try to train our kids to be thankful for what they have, but we also do understand that it's nice to have things a little more even in life. So we don't necessarily buy one for one, everyone has the same exact thing because that would be crazy. We have different things they like and so on, but we try to have the same like items, and I'll show you that right here in a second. But we do our very best to help our kids in something that comes natural to them, which is wanting things to be a bit even and equal, if that makes sense. If you've got kids, you totally get me. You understand. All right, so first up, I color code my kids. I know that sounds crazy. No, I don't dress them in the same absolute color every day, but what I mean by color coding is that I take a color and it helps me keep things organized. We do this with our dishes. We have some bowls in the kitchen and there's certain colors that are theirs. We have pink or red for my daughter. We have the greens for my 4-year-old son. We have blues for my 8-year-old son, and then we have like gray or yellow or orange or just like the other primary color that's left in that pack for my youngest. So in keeping that color scheme alive to keep my kids organized, I did that with their Easter baskets. I'll show you that right now. Here we have my daughters. These are just Easter baskets that we've reused throughout the years. We've got them slowly, so none of them are really matchy-matchy. So here's hers, the frog, and I've got her items in here, and this is her color-coded basket. Now you can see mostly we've got some pinks in here. Okay, so I wrapped this up because her basket's tiny, and I wanted to have these other items available to her. So these pink and purple, because I didn't have a lot and everyone has a frog, are my daughters. Next up, let's see here as we go through. This is my youngest. I told you that he does like the orange, the yellow, the gray, because his name's Grayson. So we have that color code. As you can see, there's mostly the yellow in here. And there's the froggy with the coins that everyone got. So most of the things in here were yellow. Here is his basket. Yes, it's a repurposed basket that we have around the house. It's one of those Nantucket baskets here. So all of his items are in here for him, and this is also his. We'll show that in a second, but let me put that underneath. All right, still going through the color scheme. Here is my oldest, Darth Vader. We picked this up. Most of these items were picked up after Easter in a season, so they were at discount, but we do keep them on throughout the years. Yeah, the tag's still on there. Look, Martin's $4.94, and I think it might have even been a little bit cheaper than that. We do like Martin's. So we have his basket, but here's his extra items. See how it's mostly blue? Yes, I do have yellow, but mostly blue. So I know right off that's his extra cellophane wrapped package. Last but not least, we have my 4-year-old's basket. Again, this basket was picked up. It's quite loved, actually. He really liked this movie in the past, and he still does. But we've got this basket full of his things, and here's his extra bag. So most of the things, as you can see, are green. That's the color that he likes, and that's the color we pick when we color code the kids. So we're not gonna have a problem knowing whose is whose in different eggies and treats because the colors are there for what kid it is. So that is one tip that I use with the baskets. Okay, so you're probably thinking, what on earth do you have in those cellophane bags? You're probably looking through them going, I see blocks, I see all that stuff. Let me pick up my youngest and I'm gonna go through what's in the cellophane bag. I did go thrifting for a lot of the Easter items, and I did find some mega blocks, as you can see there on the top. Some mega blocks that were in great condition. I washed them up in the washing machine with some sanitizing stuff, and they're completely brand new. And I split up that pack among all of the other kids' bags. So they all have pieces that go to that set and can be added to the Duplo blocks that they already currently love. So it's gonna be added in. Here we got a Spider-Man, which my youngest loves Spider-Man, and he's a little Duplo Spider-Man, so he's going to be really fun, and I put him on the bottom so he can't really see him right off, so that would be good. We've got Play-Doh, okay? I've got a whole pack of real legit name brand Play-Doh from the Christmas tree shop, heavily marked down, whole bunch of them, and that was a great deal. So I split that up with the color schemes still involved throughout my kids' basket bags. Let's see here, what else do we got? Oh, we got the gold coins that we buy almost every year. We put them in those little reusable froggy eggs, and those are really sweet and darling. So that's pretty much what's in here, and then some regular Easter eggs with some other items. We got little mini erasers, we got some jelly beans, and a lot of fun things like that are in all of these bags for the kids. All right, if you saw my Goodwill haul a little while back, I'll link the video up here in the iCard, but I picked up for $3 all those Duplo blocks here in this plastic bag. So $3 split between 4 kids, you can do the math. It was pretty thrifty. And I kept the containers of all the other items that I purchased, just so I can show you. I know, it's a pile of trash. I know. But just to show you what I purchased. We also had some things purchased at Target, and I'll show you those. But here's the Christmas tree shop markdown of the legit Play-Doh, and here we had 10 tubes. So I split that up in between all my 4 kids. So $3 for 10 little nice colored Play-Doh containers was a great deal. So that was one of our deals. Let's see what else we got. This was from Dollar Spot and Target. These were the crayons. I bought 2 of these. Let's see, here's the other package. So it was just a crayon bunny, which I put in the eggs, and it was a great little accent piece to put inside that was not candy, but something that they can use. Now, these items, there's a lot in here. I split these 12 pieces, 6 and 6. I split these up between my kids' baskets, but I also made a basket for a friend. So I did that, and I also stayed with the color scheme. My daughter got the red, pink ones, and the green, the yellow, and so on and so forth. So those were the things that I did. Let's see, some more Christmas tree shop. These are really expensive, but I like to get my kids some real chocolate, so we do pay the price. So we have $2.99 for the Bugs and Bees Lindor or Lint chocolate. I never quite know how to say that. Mark it in the comments below if I butchered it and how I should say it properly. Here's another of the Lindor, the golden bunnies, the little teeny ones. Oh, they're so cute, and they fit perfectly in those little eggs that I put in my kids' cellophane bags. So $2.99, and again, I split it up between the kids, and I also split this up with a friend for her little basket for her family, for her children. So I wanted to share. We definitely could not get away without getting some pencils. Oh yeah, so my kids have some pencils. Here's a few of them, aren't they darling? These were the more of the girly ones, and I gave my sons some of the more gender neutral ones, even though they really don't care. Obviously, Ring Pops. Hey, this is the best pack for me because we've got 4 kids. And look, 4 pops for $1, 25 cents each. Excellent. I know I could get a better deal, but this is when we were shopping, so I tried to make a good choice while we were there. So Christmas tree shops, $1, and I split up, again, the color scheme with my children's baskets. Oh boy, what else do we have in this pile of bags? Okay, so Easter eggs, I did need to pick some of these up from the Dollar Tree because all of ours are very beat up. Our kids like to use them after season and they're always cracking them and so on. So they're pretty inexpensive. So I did buy another 18 piece and that's the container for it. Oh, what else is here? Okay, of course, we got St. Patty's Day milk coins because that's the time that I was at the Dollar Tree. And I picked these up. I picked up 2. So you can do the math there. And I put these inside of the Easter baskets you saw inside of the Froggy for all of my kids. So they all got that. Let's see. Ooh, this was my favorite find, actually. I got 2 of these from the Target Dollar Spot. They were the $3 each wood food. So we had like an ice cream shop. And here we had just like the grocery store type. So milk, cheese, cereal, and it's just a wood block. So I got 12 of them. So 6, oh, actually, I lie here. 8 and 6. Okay. And I split these up between my kids, and I also gave some of them to a friend. So these little wood blocks, they're going to be added into what the kids are going to have. So it's going to be added into their basket, and it's going to go into a toy item that we already love and have, which is our kitchen downstairs in our playroom, in our TV room, in our downstairs basement in our house. So they can add those little elements there, and it's going to help, you know, with the toys. It's something new, and it's going to bring the interest back into something they already own. So again, staying on that theme of adding to what we already have, we have those Duplo blocks. You remember seeing all those. And now we've got those wooden food items that are going to go into their kitchen area. So those are some things that we try to do. I have a few more things that are on the floor. Let's see. Just simple Play-Doh from our Dollar Tree. I don't know if your Dollar Tree carries this type, okay? And you come with 4 units in here. And I got 2 of them. Boy, I really mangled these bags. So look at our colors here. We got purple, blue, yellow, red. And then this one, same type of thing. We got a pink, a yellow, an orange, and a green. So I split up the colors again with my kids. And this Play-Doh is of great quality. Great quality. You know, sometimes you get the Play-Doh that's too hard and whatever. This rivals Play-Doh brand. It is very good. Very good. So it is worth the buy if you have this type of brand at your Dollar Tree. I mean, you've got 4 decent sized containers for $1. So 25 cents for a very big thing of Play-Doh. I go through Play-Doh a lot at my house. So I have found that this is the best bang for my buck. And I don't worry too much if my kids are mixing the colors because, oh, that's name brand Play-Doh. Please don't mess that up. I don't worry about it. I don't worry about it. They can be creative and they can just go for it. Another or 2 more items that we got from the Target Dollar Spot. We got these unicorn erasers, and I split these up with a friend who was a girl, a little girl. So I was able to split up these, and there were some like boyish color ones that I gave to my sons in Easter eggs. They fit in there absolutely perfect, and they had little movable legs. It was so cute, so darling. Again, $1. That's what we say here in New England, $1. A 1-point buck, which isn't really possible with a deer. Anyway, apart from that, we have the last item. You have to have chalk. We got this Easter egg chalk here. It is just absolutely darling, and it fits inside the Easter eggs, like legit. Super awesome. It is that size. It fits right in that, I guess a medium-sized Easter egg, I guess we could say. It's not like a larger one. And it was absolutely perfect when I saw that it fit in there. I was like, this is great, because they're going to open it up and they're going to be like, what on earth is this? And they're going to feel like a yolk or something in there, and they're going to find their Easter eggs. So this also came with 6. It was $1, and I split it up with the colors. So I had a green, it went to my son, and the blue, and you know all the color schemes that I was doing with my kids. So they're gonna open up their Easter eggs and they're gonna get their chalk and they're gonna be so excited. So I think that is about it. And of course we always, Mama yoga lunch, what? We always get Peeps, and you can see my kids got into it, so I had to throw it in a baggie. But I have a few of these left. I'm not gonna buy any more. We try to enjoy them throughout the season. Once they already opened them, we made some crafts with them and did a bunch of that stuff. So that is there. We have jelly beans galore because I bought jelly beans also for our children's church ministry. And when they do an activity, I had them do the Easter jelly beans for, what do you call it? I'll link the paper below if I can, but the paper is for the colors, and it talks about different parts of the Easter story. So that's what they did as a busy activity while they were sitting in church, and it really, really does help them. So that's why we have a lot of jelly beans in the house. Yeah, but I'm gonna pour some more into my kids' baskets, but that is it. I gotta pick up this ginormous mess and put my baskets back in containment. Here's my containment. Oh, mercy. I already have the cellophane bags in here, but I'm just gonna add the other stuff right in. And this is gonna get closed down because it is not even, yes, Palm Sunday is tomorrow. As I'm filming this, Palm Sunday is tomorrow. So all their baskets, they're set and ready to go, but I'm just gonna pop them in here and situate them around, put the lid on it, and it's gonna keep them a surprise, and I won't worry about them getting beat up and into. Oh, one last thing. I know you said that 30 times, Amanda. I know. I try my very best to assemble my kids' baskets in advance so that I'm not tempted to constantly be picking stuff up at the store, because it's tempting. When you pop in there, you're like, oh, that's cute. Well, I did break the rule, my own personal rule on that one this year, because we went to go buy jelly beans, like I just told you, with a friend, and I saw these guys there. These are those little like hopping things, and I know that I'm going to be able to use these multiple years with my kids. It's going to be a fun thing that we can take out if we don't break them. They seem pretty hardy, but they, I believe, were about $2 each, maybe a little bit more, maybe $2.25, $2.50 each. So like 2 for $5, we'll say, on the high end. So it was a little pricey, but I know these are going to last longer than jelly beans, and they're going to go from year to year. So I'm really excited about that. I am going to keep these in my youngest because there are 2. So we have the chickie and the bunny that hop, and I'm going to keep that in their baskets because they're going to enjoy probably playing with them more. And my younger ones need to share, and they'll be able to play with it too, but they're going to have to wait their turn. So anyway, these little darlings are thrown in my little kids' baskets. But overall, I try to assemble them in advance and make sure that, we have, the equal amount. Other things that are in my kids' baskets are the chocolate crosses, like usual. We got that. I gave them little notebooks. These were actually given to me after season by a friend, so I saved them in my Easter box that I keep down in my storage room, so when I find something on sale or find something discounted, I can go ahead and throw it in there, which is a great tip. If you're losing stuff, you find it later and you're like, I wish I knew that, or I don't want to buy it because I'll lose it, and you could have got it at the right price. Just be organized. Pencils, we already talked about those. These guys are great. Yes, we paid $1 for them, but they're cute little bunnies, and they're the giant Peeps. We got those, and we leave tags on things. It doesn't bother my kids. There's the Play-Dohs, and I'm just taking apart my daughters real quick. Here's the big Play-Doh that I suggested, which is really good. Try it. Let me know what you think. Sticker puzzles that were passed down to us. I think my mom sent them, and she sent a lot, so I put a whole bunch inside of my basket for Easter and also for prizes. These are really fun. I even like doing these. Bible Seek and Find books. And that's pretty much it. We tried to have something to do, something to eat, and so on and so forth. So that's the baskets. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that it was a blessing to you and you got some tips and tricks that you could try. maybe you're struggling with keeping your budget low or whatever it might be. Try some of these tips. Try shopping once, assembling the baskets and putting them in containment, not shopping past a certain point when you feel that you have had completion, they have what they need. What else did we do? Splitting up items, thrifting items, all the things that you can do. Some edible things, some things that go with toys you already have. We did get some puzzles. Oh boy. Here's a puzzle that I thrifted for my son. $3 was a bit steep, but this is Melissa and Doug. It has the little opening things, the little animals that come out that are magnetized. So this is darling. This is something we're gonna use a lot, and we have a Melissa and Doug rack in my daughter's room, so we're gonna do that too. I got a puzzle from the Target spot. It was just $1. It's a flippable puzzle. So, I mean, all of these things, all these tips and tricks you can employ in your kids' Easter baskets, or maybe you already do. Leave in the comments below some helpful tips and tricks and share them with our community here on Mind Your Matters. It is such a blessing to have you here. And if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and do that right now. And you can also click the notification bell and click all, because you want to know when we're uploading a video. You want to see all that we have to offer, and it will be in holding in your phone or wherever you watch. And when you go through your subscriptions, you'll see us, and you can watch us during your YouTube watch time. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you very much, and I hope that you have a blessed Easter and that it's a lovely time for you and yours. So thank you for joining me, and we'll catch you next time.